All right. Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. So today we are going to do a Q&A. I know a lot of times we were doing these the last Monday of every month, but we have a special one coming. Okay, and as I was saying, I feel like we haven't done a Q&A, and maybe we skipped a month, I feel like, because we had a couple product launches, which are definitely more important. So while you guys are thinking about your questions, I have a few repeat ones that I'm going to go over. So maybe it's your question, but if not, write it in. And remember that these are product related questions, product health related questions. Sometimes if it's something so unique to you personally, then I'm just going to have you email me and we can go through it like that together. Okay, so first of all, I keep losing it on my phone. Okay, I want to talk about our essential oil box, and there's a design on it. It's on the back as well. Okay, there's a design on it. Now, this design was not intended to be offensive in any way, shape, or form. And this is from our design team. I'm going to read to you what it means. Regarded the sacred geometry on the box, this is multiple sacred geodesigns put together by our design team to reference earth, life, and balance. The most prominent design is a Merkaba, which combines opposing energies in perfect balance, masculine, feminine, earth, and cosmos. The Merkaba reminds us of the potential power we yield when we find balance and raise our vibration. Now, we thought this was a very cool thing to go with essential oils, but again, we did not know that this was going to be offensive in any way, shape, or form, and apparently in some certain countries it is. Now, what's done is done. We already have launched our first batch, but we will change the box or the design on the box when we go to our next ordering. Again, not our intention at all. I've had some really weird emails saying that coming out in February, we're going to be launching products with some satanic symbols on them. This is kind of absurd to me. Letting you know again, not intentional. We liked what the design meant, didn't know more beyond that. All right, cleared that one up. Reformulations. We had talked about in the past that we reformulated the women's and men's multivitamin, as well as the magnesium. Now, the magnesium pretty much looked the same, but I think the size of the capsule was a little bit bigger, I believe, on this one. But mainly with the men's and women's, we got a lot of feedback on the color, and they thought something was wrong. They used to be a bright orangish. Now they're not. Something's wrong with my multivitamin. There's nothing wrong. We've just reformulated. So again, they look a little different. And this was reformulation was for the better. And again, we discussed this. It's in a Zoom. So multivitamins are great, and they might smell a little different too. Completely normal. Promise you that. E3 versus aminos. So ever since we launched the E3, which we're so excited about, love it so much, love the feedback on it, I've been getting a lot of questions on whether you should take both or which one over the other. I highly recommend taking both because yes, they both contain essential amino acids, but they also each contain very unique ingredients. Now on the E3, a long list of patented ingredients are on there, very beneficial for health. We've also gone through that as we just did the product launch on that. And then also your essential aminos, non-caffeinated versus caffeinated, but these also contain L-carnitine, citrulline, arginine, glutamine, all very, very important amino acids for muscle growth and cellular health. So definitely take two. How do you want to take them? Obviously, this having 125 milligrams of caffeine, take that one more in the morning, earlier half of the day. This one, take later half of the day, or combine the two. What else? Methylene blue and light. A lot of questions about taking methylene blue and, oh my gosh, I don't have access to the sun or the red light. Not necessary.
No, not necessary at all, but it can be beneficial if you combine the two. It's called photobiomodulation, so where the light from the sun or red light can potentiate the effect on the mitochondria. So you can have a synergistic or a beneficial effect.
Awesome. Okay, collagen comparison. I get so many emails. Like I get a lot of comparison.
Here we go.
Right. I get a lot of comparison emails. So how does this product compare to ours? Again, I always love those and I encourage you guys to send them to me. One of the most common ones I get though is collagen. And I feel like what you might be missing one of the main or the big picture of the whole thing. It's not just type 1 and 3 versus type 2 or marine versus bovine. And companies are going to say, like, of course, theirs is the best because it's marine or theirs has type 2. So we're number one. I want you to also focus. They're all great. I mean, collagen peptides are great. All of them are great. So, you know,
Some are better.
yeah, small little comparisons there, where some are a little bit better than others,
Mhm.
and why we chose ours again is in the product trading video. But what I want you guys to notice is the patented ingredients that we have added to our collagen, which are huge, sets us apart from all the others by far. I don't know if you want to go into those ingredients a little bit, or
Well, since collagen is a protein, but it has a unique structure. It's a triple helix. Some of the ingredients we chose actually increase the absorption and the utilization of that peptide of the protein. So, and then actually some of the other things, the preflex is it's a standardized boswellia. For those that like frankincense essential oil, you'll see that they're the same. But you know what's cool is that what gives it the color, right, and the aroma. It's like a tea. And I just did heat this water up. Actually, it's very, very flavorful, very nice. It's an unflavored collagen peptide, but it has that color because of all the phytonutrients, the antioxidants that are in the patent ingredients. Like Lisa said, the preflex, the polynol. These are extracts as well as the velocitol. So good for joint health, good for skin, good for the absorption and utilization of the protein, and loaded with phytonutrients.
right. So it's not really comparing apples to apples when we have to compare a collagen. Really unique product here.
Very.
While we're on that, another comparison I get is a lot. We've talked about proprietary blends before and why we don't like them, but again, get a little bit confusing because we do use proprietary blends. What we don't like about them when other companies use them is when they don't disclose the amount of each ingredient. They literally will lump all the ingredients into one chunk, and then they write the total amount of the blend. So again, you have no idea what you're taking in there. Maybe the star ingredient that you're looking for your health is just listed in there. It might be a sprinkle because they're not telling you how much they use. They might take the cheapest ingredient and put the most of that in there. And then the more expensive ones, that probably the ones you really want, and then sprinkle those in. So it's hard for me when I get the comparison emails and I see these big, long proprietary blends, and I just have no idea. Really, again, they're not comparable. So if you notice with our proprietary blends, we list the ingredients and we list the amount. So focus on that as well. I think I had one more super quick. Shipping to Mexico, unfortunately, customs is not allowing the nutritional supplements in. I get the question a lot of like, why are we ignoring Mexico? It's not our shipping carriers. It's not LiveGood. It's when we ship it there, they are returned. So that's why it is only the apparel. And I believe coming maybe today, essential oils will get turned on because those are not considered the common nutritional supplements. So we got that access to that going to Mexico. That's very exciting. All right, questions?
So we are still working on Mexico to get the nutritional supplements in.
Yes, yeah, sure.
There's another avenue we are pursuing, and we will continue to do so because we find that to be very important.
Yes.
Do you cover everything?
My notes.
Okay, awesome. All right, let's start at the top. NETA on household cleaners. You're right. We are coming out with lots of new and exciting products, not just nutritional supplements. Household cleaners is one of them that is not far away, actually. I don't know if it's 2 months, but it's in the top of the list.
Yes. And remember, always tune in to our Friday Zooms or watch them, live on YouTube, because that's where Ryan gives all product updates every single week. So that's helpful. Packets in there till it's empty, because think of it, especially us in Florida, our house is humid a lot. So if maybe I don't seal my collagen 100%, and then some of that humidity gets in. So it's wise to always just keep the moisture packets in.
Question comes in, why do we use such large containers? I'm right there with you. We're always looking at trying to reduce our plastics for sure. Thankfully, these are mostly multiple use packaging. The reason for the size is because during the fill process, it is based on the volume, but there's a lot of fluff, there's a lot of blowback. So when you're filling with powders and such, you do need that extra space. Same with capsules in the bottles. We're always evaluating for more economical or environmentally friendly and conscious packaging. No, I promise you that. No, too broad or too specific.
The geometry. Glad we did not offend you. T-shirts with long sleeves. We will discuss adding more.
I had this one made.
Yeah, same here. I meant the long sleeve one. I had made as well. And I believe we do have the logo in the back office. So
should be
very easy if you want to personalize something for yourself, very easy. The problem is we make something that's only a small demand, and we have all this apparel sitting there waiting. So a lot of times it's a great recommendation. If you want to make something, it's very easy. Any thought of adding bone broth?
Where do you see that?
We
Oh,
were just
yes,
discussing
we were
that
just
today.
talking about it. Yeah,
Um,
100%. No, we're gonna pass on that one. From, is it Genia, JM? You can email me that. I'm not
Yeah,
exactly
sure.
sure what you mean by that. No. If you have any questions, shoot them in. We're gonna blast through these.
yes, shipping inquiries, you guys reach out to support@livegood.com. They're doing a great job getting back to everybody.
Oh, good question there. Are you planning to rebrand Instant Youth and the Ageless? Yes. Yes, we
working
are
on
definitely
that.
trying to move on and away from those two products, but we're gonna continue the place that they occupy, if that makes any sense. The way that they're designed, we're gonna come out with a clean label. We're on it. We've gone through over probably almost a dozen right now samples, just trying to get to it. We'll keep reformulating. We're coming with it. We got it.
Vegan, right now, the factor 4, because of the anchovies, the D3, which
Which
we're
will get
discussing.
changed. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the lichen form of D3, so that would be a vegan friendly.
yes, but right now, the factor 4, the D3, and the collagen. And we are coming out with a whey protein, which of course that won't be vegan.
Hi Debbie, she asked the type of monk fruit. We are using monk fruit as our sweetener. So we'll see it. It's difficult to work with. I will tell you that, but we are using it. Still in the back, are still for purchase. Asking about a barcode. We are actually updating our designs to include barcodes. Yeah, not yet. Let us get through this launch with the pack. I understand the logic and asking for that, but let's see what happens going forward. We may expand the line of oils as well. So singles is not out of the question.
You renew your membership in your back office under the My Memberships tab. File, it is automatic renewal. So if you have a card on file, when your membership is due, you'll be charged, unless you make a change. Works, but I love my protein bars. They're very helpful. So I agree, and we will discuss.
Yeah, CMOS is also in consideration too.
So I see somebody, your sister registered, but wasn't a member, wants to be an affiliate. You can always join as an affiliate by scrolling all the way down to the bottom and clicking on the affiliate link, but you can also reach out to support@livegood.com and they will further guide you through that.
Question here from, okay, so from Carrie, for any products for men's sexual health, yes, existing ones now are really anything that has dietary nitrate. So that's the similar pathway that Viagra works is how, where's our super reds? Let me grab all those super reds.
Up top.
But yeah.
So he's getting the super reds and also the essential amino.
Yeah, essential aminos too. So the super reds definitely is good in a sense for sexual health, in theory, right? Because a lot of these ingredients are loaded with antioxidants that are dietary nitrates. For instance, beetroot, aronia berry, grapeseed extract, pomegranate. What was the other one? I said grapeseed. There is others. So the importance there, though, is that because they increase the nitrate, they increase the nitric oxide production, which is what increases the blood flow, opens the blood vessels, increases the blood flow. And that's the same pathway that Viagra works on. In the aminos is citrulline and arginine, both two precursors to nitric oxide as well. So
yes. And I also have a post coming out later this week with my mouthwash recipe. And why I'm tying that into this is because using commercial mouthwashes, over-the-counter mouthwashes, they can actually kill the bacteria that produces nitric oxide. So kind of think about that. Say you're using like your Listerine all the time or whatever, and you're just killing that bacteria that increases our nitric oxide production, and you're not really helping yourself in that department. So be on the lookout for my post on how to make one with our essential oils. Yeah,
the microbiota of the mouth, very important. People don't think about it. All right, from Christine, we talked about mixing and how to use and all that. Do we have a Zoom on how to get the most out of the supplements? I think we do.
We do, but we've also added a lot. So this was a
Right.
request that I had.
Yeah.
So we will do a new one on there, but yes, you can mix all those together.
Wow.
She's good.
And then she asked if she could take all supplements together, which the answer is no, you should not. Was there any harm if you do? No, but it's more effective to follow a certain program that I've highlighted a few times. I'm not gonna do it now because it would take a lot of time away. But yeah,
But like an example is like magnesium.
Or D3 in the morning with your
Right.
first food, or your multi with the first meal, and then your magnesium late.
Or away
As an
from other vitamins and minerals.
Right.
Also just check out on our website, under the learn more section, there's always like a little how to use and a pro tip. Those pro tips can help you. But when it comes to mixing those powders, I mean, I do stuff very similar. I do like to split up my reds and greens just because there are the similar grasses in there, but you don't have to split them up.
The next question here is, what about a product like a Rise matcha and mushroom drink? That is actually this. This is our organic coffee. Has all six, but 6 of the main adaptogenic mushrooms. So
Yes.
great product. Take a look at the supplement facts on the coffee. I think you'll be impressed.
Right, but they're saying also the Rise matcha.
Oh,
So like just making a matcha tea,
Sure.
mushroom matcha tea.
I wasn't, yeah.
I mean, again, anything is possible, but right now we have the matcha in our super greens and the mushrooms in the coffee.
Oh, yeah, I gotta say that, yeah.
Can you sell at a farmer's market?
Sure.
Yes, you can.
Yes, it is. It is. Actually, a standardized black seed oil, possibly as high as 10%, maybe 5%, but by far better than any other product I've seen on the market.
Right. CBD internationally, unfortunately, our carriers are not shipping CBD internationally at this time. We really hope to have a solution in the future. Yes, someone has trouble swallowing. The only one that can't clearly be twisted open is the factor 4. But what I've told people that cannot swallow those, you can either throw them in with your protein smoothie in a high-speed blender, or have some that also will melt in like a warm, hottish cup of water, let it melt, and then drink it that way.
Question about protein and aminos, you want to talk about?
Where is that? Amino acids don't necessarily contribute to your grams of protein per day. And if you want to consider that they do, it's a small amount. So really the goal of dietary consumption of protein is to get at or close to basically your body weight in pounds and grams of protein. You would have to be taking quite
yeah, even at the best case, you'd be doing 3 to 1. You could get 3 grams of protein per 1 gram of essential aminos. That would be best case scenario.
right. And again, essential aminos were the building blocks of our protein. So the combination is very important.
Whole food protein is just as important as anything.
Yes.
Oh, but as ubiquinol in our factor 4, which is it's a very important ingredient. So make sure you guys check out the supplement facts there. That's a very powerful supplement.
They're not listed.
I don't know.
Cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, and wintergreen peppermint. So those are the oils in it. I will make sure that they get listed.
No. In the blend?
Yeah,
Cinnamon, clove,
yeah.
orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It's
That's it?
already.
The wintergreen.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Confirm that the super reds is good for that. So
Nice,
thank you for sharing that. Our women's multivitamin, a lot of times, like if a female does not need the added iron, I suggest them to take the men's. If a man needs the added iron, you can take the women's.
Thanks for the feedback, Janny.
Formulated for adults 18 plus currently. We are coming out with our children's organic multivitamin gummy very soon, which I know my kids can't wait.
Yes. So there's a question here that says, is there any risk with taking methylene blue with a medication in the SSRI class, which is a lot of the antidepressant medications? Depends on how you get your information. But right now, if you were to just to Google, it would show high risk, it would show drug interaction. But that's because most of the dosing that's used in the studies to compare and to show the drug interactions is based on the IV dosing, because that's where a lot of the data is from IV. As far as oral dosing goes, we're on the very, 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 very low end. but it's still efficacious. It's like a sweet spot. We're at 20 milligrams per film. That 20 milligrams has shown to be clinically an efficacious dose, but not to cause the drug interaction side effects that you see and you read about, because some of those are very serious, right? Serotonin syndrome is a serious side effect. It's so very rare. And to my knowledge, never seen with a dose as low as 20 milligrams per film. So take that for what you will, but I would be comfortable using it at the same time. Personally, I think it would probably have more benefit than risk. I would be like, oh, this is an amazing way to supplement or to augment my therapy.
Right. So
Oh, Shilajit popped up here. I wonder if Roderick had heard us talk about it, because yes,
soon.
we are coming soon on Shilajit, and actually we're taking it a step up with what we're doing on our Shilajit. So very, very excited about our product.
Mhm.
For those of you who don't know what Shilajit is, Shilajit, and you can see all about the minerals, the humic and fulvic complex. All right.
It's not vegetarian, it's bovine, so cow.
Every time I hear collagen,
Coffee, this is it's all on our website, organic coffee.
USDA certified organic coffee.
I don't have a factor 4 right here, but factor 4 is our CoQ10, fish oil, garlic, and turmeric. So very, very powerful anti-inflammatory.
Mhm. Yeah, we can breeze through. Sorry for those that are on YouTube that we're not actually pulling questions off of YouTube. We're just using the ones off of Zoom.
Colostrum is in our.
It's probably going to be in two things, but right now it's next up in our protein. So you will see colostrum in our protein, and then we're considering it in another way too, possibly standalone.
Vitamin D and multi can be taken in 2 hours either way from taking other vitamins. So please, again, check out our learn more sections of each product. We do give you these tips.
We do not sell the Shilajit yet. That's in the works. I like berberine. What is it? Is that a Facebook?
LiveGood product testimonials.
Mhm.
So a lot of people post stuff there, but you can also ask your question there and people will give feedback. A lot of questions right here about weight loss, and you'll hear me talk about it a lot, but it's really fueling your body right. That's going to cause your body to kick into gear and start that weight loss. We are discussing possibly adding in a little fasting program. So, that will aid in a weight loss program, but any further questions about weight loss, just reach out to me.
The question also is that do we gonna have weight loss products? Not one and done type thing, but you can see our lean body pack on the website, and explains more about our philosophy on weight loss.
Right. And we're going to be putting together like a fitness pack too. We're just waiting for one more product.
Gut health is in the works. It's like top 3. So it's just it's a finicky product to finalize, especially when you're talking about looking at prebiotic, probiotic, postbiotic, symbiotic. I mean, it's a difficult category. Probably more than one product, to be honest. Fish oil, yeah, from anchovy, or sorry, it's anchovy. It's an anchovy. So we want to go with a small fish because we want to avoid the PCBs and the mercury that you can find in the larger fish.
Yeah, so of course clean.
Clean. Factor 4 is good for inflammation. And good question, Phil. Hi, Christina. We'd love that. We'd like to see quercetin in a product. Come on that. Hey, Betty. Gut products will absolutely have some digestive enzymes for sure. That's actually the easy part, to be honest. I've been having no problem with that. Sourcing, quality, and no big deal.
Question about a meal replacement shake. It's kind of an interesting topic because it's not, well, at least in the US, it's not regulated. So a lot of companies take our protein powder. Okay. Our protein powder, and they'll put on their meal replacement shake. And I've looked at some, I'm not going to mention names of companies, but they also have very similar supplement facts as ours. I think even less calories. I think this was like 90 calories, and they're putting on their meal replacement shake. Now, I think we all should know that 90 calories does not suffice a meal. So there is a certain percentage of macros, fats, carbohydrates, and protein, as well as calories. So be careful when you're looking at or you're sourcing a meal replacement shake, because it's probably not like that. I have done a video on how to make ours a meal replacement shake. That's simply by taking 1 to 2 scoops of the protein, adding in the collagen, super greens, some avocado or nut butter to get the fats in there, some fruit to add up the carbohydrates, and boom, you got yourself a meal replacement shake. Much healthier.
There was a question here on what's the most important product that we have, or should you take all? It depends on the day you ask me, but today I would tell you magnesium is probably the easiest, lowest hanging fruit. Most people are deficient. It's involved in so many things. Just challenge yourself. Take magnesium. Take it the way we'd say for 8 weeks and tell me how you feel. You will notice a difference. Magnesium is fantastic. All right. What is in my glass? This is the collagen, actually. This is the natural appearance of it. Dude, like we talked about. Yep, it's got a nice aroma, almost like a light tea aroma. And if it's cold up where you live, try heating it up, putting it in, having it as a tea. It's great. What else?
Or adding it to your tea.
Or add to your tea. That's right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Answered. If they pertain to health and wellness and product, please send them over to me, lisa@livegood.com. If there's something else regarding shipping or financials or whatnot, you need to reach out to support@livegood.com. Thank you guys for watching. We love all your questions and all your support.
Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye now.